What's going on, everyone? HueFin News coming at you with another daily cryptocurrency market analysis. Today is August the 22nd, 2017, and the cryptocurrency market traded lower today, but it soon overcame all of the selling. Majority of the cryptocurrencies traded lower, and as the trading day went on, the market came back up to close. Some of these bars look like they're going to close in the middle to the upper end or the higher end of the bar. But some of these bars are reflecting either trial runs, which are possible precursors of strength, and consumption bars, which is also precursors of strength. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about when I say trial run and consumption bars, then go back and look at our video that we made called just some of the basics, some of the terminology that we use here on HueFin News when we give you guys this market analysis. But during the mid-afternoon, Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies actually started trading the positive. So some of these cryptos will be successful in making higher prices, others will not. And our analysis today will tell you which is which. So starting out today, we're going to go ahead and look at Bitcoin on the daily chart. They're up 2.59%. The last trade was at $4,084.40. All right, so here we go. So Bitcoin is one of those cryptocurrencies that has given us the widespread bar. The market came all the way down and touched $3,600 and came back up, and now it looks like it's going to close towards the high of the bar. Okay, so this is a reflection of consumption, of market participants coming in the market and buying up, especially this cryptocurrency, while it was down around 3,600, and now Bitcoin is trading positive. The amount of volume of today will determine if today daily bar will be more consumption or more of selling. And it also seems like the new resistance and support lines will be around $3,600 for the support and $4,440 as the resistance. So this particular bar tells us that the market participants really overcame the selling that occurred on the daily bar. But I want you guys to pay attention to where it opened and where it closed. So the market for today is just back in the same area of what it was yesterday. So necessarily, even though the market came all the way down and it was able to overcome some selling, Bitcoin might come back up and touch $4,200 area, but Bitcoin is still giving us more precursors of weakness rather than strength. So what we expect Bitcoin to do is for it to continue to trade sideways and come up here and touch this $4,200 area and then come back down. So next we're going to go ahead and look at Ethereum. So Ethereum is down 2.63%. Last trade was at $313.65. Ethereum was also trading back within the area of congestion from the last 12 trading days. Early on in the trading day, the market came this low and it was just trading right back within that area of trading for the last 12 days. Today's trading is just a continuation from that stockpile that came in on the 21st of August. The market came down just to show us that there was more stockpile in yesterday's bar than it was buying. So with that being said, Ethereum is not necessarily closing back down within this area of congestion from the previous trading days. So with that being said, it looked like Ethereum is still giving us precursors of strength, and we're expecting it to continue to move higher. So also want you to pay attention that today's bar also looked like a consumption bar, and depending on what tomorrow's bar is going to be like, will confirm whether or not this was actually a consumption or not. But just looking at it compared to the rest of the bars, it looked like the market participants within Ethereum are still anticipating higher prices. So we also would be expecting Ethereum to trade higher. So next we're going to go ahead and look at is Bitcoin Cash. So Bitcoin Cash is also up 14.47%. Last trade was at $692 and 85 cents. That wasn't even a chart. There we go. So according to the website for Bitfinex, Bitcoin Cash is up 14.29%. Last trade $691.46. And Bitcoin moved higher, which is also a precursor strength from the last trading day, which shows us that this is a precursor strength. The market also moved higher on average volume, but I want you guys to pay attention that where the market is closing tells us also that there's stockpile appearing on this particular bar. The market also came down and touched 560 as it did yesterday, and almost to where the market opened on August the 2nd. So 560 could possibly be the area of support for Bitcoin Cash, but we would expect Bitcoin Cash from where it is now to continue to trade sideways to eventually higher in the short term. So next we're going to go ahead and look at Ripple. Ripple has just another continuation from the major push to go up bar yesterday. They're up 25.74%. Last trade was at 24 cents, and we already expected this on our previous videos. But I want you guys to notice how in the opening of today's bar, the market came down and pushed into this lower area to try to trick the sellers into think that the market was weak. But overall, the market was extremely strong and came right back into higher highs since the 29th of June. The market hasn't been this high since the 29th of June. And what we would expect Ripple to do is, even though we have stockpile on this particular day, the market might trade sideways in the short term just to consume all that selling. But we don't see any precursors of weakness in Ripple. So we will be expecting it for it to move higher as well. The only thing that will make us change our analysis for Ripple is if we see precursor of weakness bar tomorrow. But since we have 2 days of precursors of strength bars, then we will just continue with that notion and say that Ripple will continue to trade higher. So next we're going to go ahead and look at is Litecoin. So Litecoin is trading lower today from yesterday's trading, as you guys can see. Consumption is possibly being reflected on this daily bar, on this daily chart. If you guys go ahead and look, Litecoin is making higher lows. If you guys look at this particular chart, how it's still making higher lows. And it still looks like Litecoin wants to move higher. And it looked like it wants to come up here and test this $50 area like it did back on the 9th of August. So with that being said, we're looking for Litecoin to trade sideways to possibly higher to around $50 in the future, because it doesn't necessarily look weak. The market has been trending ever so slightly higher over the last couple of days. But if tomorrow's bar is a down day, then we will reevaluate our analysis and say that Litecoin would trade lower. So next, we're going to go ahead and look at is Dash. So Dash also traded lower today. They are up 3.85%. Last trade was at $291. If you guys notice that it did open and then it shot down towards the low of $252, but the market came back and rallied. And just like Bitcoin, the market is still open and closing from where it was yesterday. So that is another indication that Dash is not necessarily all that strong. So if the market closes higher, then Dash is showing more precursor strength than weakness. So we have the market potentially closing higher currently right now for Dash. But since the market is closing where the market opened yesterday, we expect it to trade sideways. It might come back up and touch the same high, or possibly 310 in the next couple of days and then shoot back down. We don't think that Dash is going to break off or move higher than the high from the 20th of August, which was $323, almost $324. We think it's going to come up, maybe come a little higher, but then eventually it's going to trade sideways and then move back down. So we're expecting Dash to move sideways to down. Next, we're going to go ahead and look at Ethereum Classic. Ethereum Classic is down 1.60%. The last trade was at $14.43. And the market traded lower, which is just the continuation of the stockpile that came in on yesterday's bar. But I want you to pay attention to where the bar closed. The bar closed almost on top of the last 5 trading days. The market didn't come lower than that. So, and also the market came all the way down to the low, to the support from the last couple of trading days as well, and the market didn't want to stay down that low, and the market came back up and pushed towards the top. So what we're expecting Classic to do is for it to move higher. You can tell that this is possibly a trial run because they wanted to see how many sellers are in the market who was willing to sell once it came all the way down here to the support area. And by the volume being lighter than yesterday, kind of gives us the indication that there wasn't that many sellers who were willing to sell their cryptocurrencies, and that's why the market came back up and closed higher towards this bar. So we're expecting Classic to continue to move higher. So next we're going to go ahead and look at is Manero. So Manero is up 16.32%. Last trade was at $90.54. Support for Manero, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the hour chart. So this gives us this better depiction of where the support and resistance is going to be. So it looks like the resistance is going to be around $93 and the support down here around 71. But even for today on the daily chart, you can see that Manero was giving us precursors of strength. It is trading around the area of resistance right around here, right? So I want you guys to pay attention to that. Put on 3 hour, make it look cleaner. So Monero's been trading around this high on this 3 hour chart for the last couple of hours, and the market wasn't able to break through that high that it's made on the 21st of August. It tried here but it wasn't successful, and it's been trading lower ever since. So today is also the second day that Monero have had stockpile enter the market, and due to that, it's not likely that Monero will trade above the $96 area. So we're looking for Manero to trade sideways to eventually lower, possibly come back down and test this $72 area. Now once it comes back down here and test it, this will be a good entry point to come back into Manero and buy it and just ride it back up again once it moves higher. But until then, by it still trading around this higher level, wouldn't be a good opportunity to get into the market right now, because we're not seeing precursors of strength bars up here right now for Manero, which is another indication not to get in the market yet. So we're expecting it to trade sideways, but most likely to move lower in the next couple of trading days. And the last one we're going to go ahead and look at for today is Neo. Same thing with Neo. Neo was able to come and touch this area around $32, $31, but the market was willing to come back up to the close of yesterday's bar. So the market is not necessarily giving us precursors of strength. We're still expecting Neo to trade sideways, but once the volume becomes more consumed and bought, then we will expect it to move higher. So if I show you guys the hour chart, you can see how the market is coming right back up to this area. So it might come back up to $37, but then it will come back down. So we're not expecting like a huge up move for Neo in the near future, because we have this huge downtrend still in effect. And the market came down, went up, came down, went up, down. And the market is making lower highs and lower lows on this particular chart. So we're just going to continue with that presumption and just say that Neo is going to continue to trade sideways. And it might come back down lower before it resumes higher prices, just another trading day or so. And then it will move higher. But we still expect it. Neo looks to go to around 37.50. It might go to 37.50 tomorrow or the next day. But overall, we're expecting it to trade sideways to lower. So that's all we got here at HueFin News. I'm giving you guys news according to the charts. We appreciate all the new subscribers that came aboard. It's our purpose to give you guys this analysis and show you how simple and easy it is to gain that confidence on knowing when to enter and exit the market. And that's one thing that differentiates. That's one of the things that makes us different from everyone else, is that they tell you when to get in the market, but they can't ever tell you when it's a possibility to get out. So that's one of the things that we do here at HueFin News, is that we tell you guys when it looks like it's a good time to get out if you guys are in a particular currency or trade. But by me saying all that, I want you guys to understand that HueFin News are not investment advisors. We're not giving you guys investment advice. We're just simply giving you guys news according to the charts, because the charts is the language and it speaks to us. And once you understand this language, then you also become more proficient in understanding where the market is going to go. Check out our past videos. That'll show you exactly from our analysis that we understand this language and that we can predict with almost certainty where the market's going to go. So you guys continue to like these videos, continue to share them, continue to let other people know about it, how you can actually analyze a chart without placing any lagging indicators, without placing any triangles, pattern, colors, shapes, nothing on your chart. Just looking at the bars of the price and the bars of the volume is all you need to have a grasp and how to make money in the market, whether it's a cryptocurrency, stock market. You can do it. And we're here to show you guys that you can do it. And we've been showing you guys ever since the beginning or late of July, the ending of this month. Ending of July 2017 is when we started. And we're here to show you guys that it's possible. So you guys come aboard, continue to like these videos, subscribe, tell others about us, share the videos. If you guys got a question, leave it in the comment section of the video. And that's all I got. We'll get up with you guys later. You guys have a good day.